Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of CES 2016, live from the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Michael Artsis. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special, and we are so proud to be an official media partner of CES. Thank you so much for watching. All right, we've got a very special guest up next because this guy, his company is called Littlstar VR, and they were part of the Disney Incubator program. They do some VR work for Disney today, and they have an amazing platform that we're going to talk about and learn about, because we talk so much about VR 360 here, and we're so excited about it. We have this Ollie cam right here on set, but what do you do with all this content? Where do you put it? How do you get it out? How do you distribute it? Because not everywhere can take 360 content, and you know, Littlstar has the answer. So, Tony, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on being here at CES and on everything you guys have accomplished so far.
Thank you.
We're really excited about doing VR content. We've done some stuff. It's been a lot of fun, and we want to do more. Tell me about the platform.
Yeah, so we're a premium network for 360-degree video and virtual reality content. And so what that means is we take content that was shot in 360 degrees and we can display that across platforms. So all the virtual reality headsets we have apps on, so Samsung Gear VR, Oculus Rift, big news about those companies. And then we also wanted to provide the opportunity for people who don't have a VR headset. So we just released an Apple TV app that allows you to use the Siri controller to look around in 360 degrees.
And what about for my iPhone? If I don't have a headset, can I just still do it like this and like that?
You can, yeah. So we also have mobile apps on Android and iOS, and
Great.
you can use the gyroscope on your phone and move the content around, or use your finger and pinch
Very
and
cool.
zoom, and yeah. So,
are we going to be able to live stream to this platform?
Absolutely.
Because that's what we really want to do. We are desperate to have 360 live video right here as we're doing this interview.
Absolutely, yeah. So our system has the capability to live stream, and we're talking to some early partners on going to market with that. So
very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest challenge there is the increased amount of bandwidth that's required, both on the delivery side and the consumer side.
Sure.
So there's some things that we're working on in terms of compression and streaming that help alleviate that. But we're also very excited about live streaming for events, concerts, sports.
Well, I don't know, you saw Kaya was just on before. We've been talking for months about doing 360 VR for her concerts.
Yep.
She's still performing. And I have this dream that we cover the New York Auto Show. We do a lot of shows like this. At the New York Auto Show, we have millions of viewers watching. We did 2.2 million viewers yesterday. It's great that they can see us talking like this and all that, but wouldn't it be more interesting to be able to watch Peter switch, or to see what's going on back here behind the scenes, or really at the New York Auto Show? Envision this with me, if you will.
Absolutely.
Imagine you have a headset on, okay, you're watching at home. I'm here, the guy from Mercedes-Benz is sitting there, and we put the camera, the 360 camera, in a Mercedes-Benz.
Yep.
And while I'm talking to him and interviewing him, you're in the car, you're looking at the steering wheel, you're turning and looking at the door handles, you're looking at the shift knob, the seats, the upholstery, the radio. When we're going through these features, maybe we have another one, you can switch the camera feed, or you can just switch to a different web browser and look at the engine compartment, the trunk. I mean, that's to me just a perfect example of ways we would want to use it, and why it's so powerful and something that's wanted on our end, and I think our Terrifics want to see it too.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree. I mean, that's the great thing about this medium, is that a lot of people have made comparisons to what 3D TVs and 3D was, but it's terrible, it's different. Yeah, it's
because there's no
different.
need for that.
Yeah.
The thing is, 3D, there is no need. It doesn't really enhance the experience. And you have to wear these glasses that are goofy, that nobody wants to wear. This is, you can have a personal immersive experience.
Right.
And it can take you further, it can engage you, and it can give you a full experience. You can feel like you're there. 3D doesn't make you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
And it can also make you nauseous, where this doesn't have that
That's
effect.
right.
Plus, this can be used for gaming and all sorts of other stuff. It's a completely different thing. I understand when people say, that's a fad, 3D.
Yeah.
Fine, this is not 3D.
Yeah.
And I hate when people go, oh, we've got VR 360 3D video. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You have VR 360 video.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not 3D, folks. So how did you come up with the idea of doing this?
Yeah, I mean, early on we saw, I've been in the media business for 10 years. I've started a few different companies in the space, and so I've been very passionate about media my whole life, on the production side and on music and video. And so when the Oculus Rift came out, we bought one and started playing around with it, and the first thing we saw was that there were individual experiences that were being created that you needed to download each individual experience.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to watch a video, you had to download the full video.
Very clunky.
Right, so we immediately just wanted to we built a network for it.
But when you were starting to do it, I mean, obviously you've got a great plan now, but when you first started to do it, you didn't say, you know what, the guys at YouTube or Facebook or somebody is going to take over this space and just box us out before we even get started. Like, now you're in a good place. But day 1, day 50, day 100, any of those days, you don't know what Google's doing. They flip the switch and it's game over because you never even got there.
Yep.
You've devoted all this time, effort, and energy and money to doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a new medium, and we believe that it requires a different stack, and so that means new ways of storytelling, new analytics, new encoding, new streaming.
Well, see, that's the way I see it. It's a new way of storytelling. We're storytellers, and I love that.
Yeah. So it's a different medium, and so there's all different kinds of things like director's cuts and showing people, like giving them cues of where they should be looking, directional sound, which is so much more immersive.
Right.
Those are things that are hard to bolt on to existing stacks and existing companies and products that have a legacy DNA.
Well, and I think you also, you're not looking for user-generated content. You're not looking for low-quality content. You're looking for very high-end quality, polished content.
That's right.
And I think that's a differentiator.
Absolutely, yeah. And we cast a wide net early on and accepted content from everywhere to really just learn what creators were doing. And I think it quickly, we saw that it drifted premium very quickly, and so now we highly curate everything on the platform, and the channels that we have are Showtime, Discovery, Disney.
How would somebody like a BeTerrific or maybe an Engadget or somebody else who's doing good quality 360 content get in touch with you guys and get involved?
Yes.
And get on the platform? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Or are you like, no, we're going to HBO and we're locking it down?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, right now anybody can still upload content to the platform. We go in and work with people directly to feature that on the homepage or in our apps or whatever, so we make sure that the front door experience is very clean. We work directly with big media companies and brands to help them from the beginning of the process all the way to the end. So we have a great network of producers and start working with people from very early on to get the content actually created and then put into the system and then get the right assets for banners and thumbnails and things like that.
It can be a challenging and daunting process. It's getting easier with cameras, one camera that's doing the stitching, as opposed to, we have a GoPro rig that's got, you're putting 7, 8 cameras together, then that wasn't lined up perfectly, I got to fix it. And even with graphics is an issue. Where do you put the graphics? Where do you put the credits? Where do you put all this stuff? Because what if the person's looking over there? Or does it look silly here? I don't know. It's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, well, and people said last year, some people were claiming that last year was going to be the year of VR. And
no, this is the year.
Now they're claiming this is the year.
No, I actually, you want me to be honest with you? I think this is the starting point. I think we're a year or two away from mass adoption.
Yep.
Next year will be the year of VR. The following year, everybody will be using it.
Yeah, that's right.
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. No, we totally agree. We feel like
we're getting everybody's appetite whet because it wasn't really here last year. Now it's here. The media, the buyers will get it out. Blah, 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 blah.
Totally agree. Yeah, and to your point, it's been a couple years of people building the tools that are necessary to go in and put graphics in and operate in an immersive environment.
It's also had to get so much easier. Like the Oculus were really tough in the beginning. Now you can get a Gear VR or a cardboard. You can use any phone. Like, it's getting there. It's still a little clunky. And then on the shooting side, I mean, stitching your footage together was hard and all this stuff. It's getting better. Even when you're doing it that way. Mm-hmm. And then when you have one camera that does it all, whether it's the Theta S, that's now much better than the Theta was, still maybe not even good enough, but better, and you have all these other cameras coming out, you'll see. I was very disappointed in what Nikon showed yesterday. I don't know if you got to see it. It was all the rage all over social media.
Yeah.
We actually saw the footage. It looked terrible.
Yeah.
And the camera did not look well put together. I was very disappointed.
They might have rushed it out for CES.
I know. Hopefully their finished product will be a lot better, but I thought like Nikon almost seemed like it was not even a real product. It seemed like it was a concept product that they're saying they're going to build, but they might let go away because they're not really sure.
Yeah.
And I love Nikon. I've spoken for them. I don't want to bash them. I think it needs a lot of fine tuning and work if they're going to do it, and they should. They need to get into that space. I think they're, from an analytical standpoint, they're getting killed by DSLRs and mirrorless cameras by everybody else. They don't have a camera for drones. They don't have an action camera. This could be their answer to revitalize that company. They were saying for like a year, we're just a lens company now. You know, you could buy our lenses and put them on any camera. Yeah, you might want to rethink that strategy. So now I think they are, and I love the guys at Nikon. We've had Nikon on many times. We love Nikon.
Yeah, it's good to see. There's you know, the market was being proven out for a couple years with, you know, a bunch of the smaller kind of startup companies, and then you see GoPro jump into the game, and you know, the bigger camera players, and that's really going to drive this whole movement forward. I mean, you know, I feel like people early on in VR found that it was all going to be about gaming, and then, you know, our early bet was that gaming is going to be big, but video is going to be huge.
I see. I agree with you. You know, gaming will be big, but video will be huge, and video is everywhere. And you can even think about, you don't even need a headset. I like just doing it on my phone. I like the headset, but I like just doing it on my phone. I also like, if I could walk up to a touch screen that you know, is digital signage, and I can spin the digital signage. And then you can make that an even more immersive experience by, you know, hand gestures with some kind of Kinect device, you know, like a Xbox Kinect. And then you can think of the Disney experience. You know, I was talking about this, we did Infocom, and we talking to the digital signage guys, and I said, how are you going to make the experience more immersive in the future? And they didn't see this vision. I kept trying to say VR 360, and they're just like, And I'm like, no, here's how you do it. You design a room where, like Disney does, where it shoots air at you, and you get water, and then you got the gestures, and you're moving it all around, and you got the audio all around, and they were like,
4D.
Okay, you're crazy, guy. And I'm like, all right, I'm telling you. Remember, I said it right here on BeTerrific. Tony, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Oh yeah,
you having fun here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
How do people find out? Just Littlstar VR?
Littlstar.com.
Littlstar.com. How'd you come up with the name? It seems like such a Disney name, by the way.
The world revolves around you, so you know, we feel that the viewer is at the center of the action, and the world is revolving around them. So we wanted to think about something with a star, and so
I like that.
And Little Star, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's like so many things in the world that Little Star is fun and easy, and
Jenny's watching in Finland. He's told me that the best VR camera experience he's seen so far is the Nokia Ozo VR camera. We're really impressed with that. We'd like to play with that. And the GoPro 360 setup. So those are the two. We have a GoPro 360 setup.
So do we, we like that one. Yeah, it's accessible and easy, you know, not $60,000 like the Nokia one.
Have you seen anything you like here at CES that blew your mind?
I mean, I haven't been running around the show floor too much. I've been kind of running around in suites. Avegant has some pretty cool stuff.
Very cool.
They're building. They came out with it's almost like a Beats by Dre type headset, but you can fold it down, and it has little screens in front of your eyes, and it actually projects light into your eyes instead of watching the screen itself.
Nice.
So they're coming out with some interesting new stuff. So they're working on some.
I was telling Monster that they should start thinking about making VR headsets.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they do. They're really into all sorts of great technology. Tony, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Tony
you.
from Littlstar.
Yeah, thank you.
Littlstar, check it out. Littlstar.com, Littlstar VR. Tony's awesome, really great stuff. We'll be back with a whole lot more of your live continuing CES coverage for 2016 right after this. Don't go anywhere. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special.